Hello everyone and welcome to my Hip Hop Gossip For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Youthful Dolph's life partner and sister respond after rapper's executioner gets life sentence. Youthful Dolph's life partner Mia J. and his sister Carlissa Thornton have stood up after Justin Johnson was given a lifelong incarceration for the rapper's homicide. On Thursday, a jury thought for just shy of 4 hours prior to viewing Justin Johnson to be unquestionably blameworthy. He was sentenced for first-degree murder, connivance to carry out first-degree murder and being a sentenced criminal possessing a handgun. After the decision, the late rapper's life partner Mia J. shared a proclamation communicating her help and saying thanks to people in general for their help. The present decision brings help and re-establishes my trust in the equity framework, J. composed. I might want to thank policing, arraignment, and everybody required for their determined work in introducing the realities that prompted this conviction. We are likewise thankful to the general population for remaining with us and upholding for responsibility in the interim. Jay noticed the beyond 3 years have tried her confidence and have been inconceivably baffling. She proceeded, however, Adolph's awful execution has just reinforced my purpose to battle for equity for him as well as for every person of color. This is only the start of our excursion toward accomplishing full equity for Adolph, and we will persistently uphold the unfurling of that interaction. Cornelius Smith was likewise accused of the homicide of youthful Dolph and connivance to carry out murder and has argued not blameworthy. Smith admitted to the shooting during Johnson's preliminary, recognizing himself and Johnson as the shooters. He guaranteed they shot youthful Dolph to gather a $100,000 hit put out by Yo Gotti's late sibling Enormous Juke. Addressing the press after the decision, Dolph's sister Carlissa Thornton asked that everybody recollect the one who delighted in being a dad and investing energy with his family. She likewise requested petitions and regard for the family's security during this time and the following stages of the legal cycle as a fair outcome is given for every one of those required for our cherished one. Liable on all charges. Following 4 hours of consultation, a jury has viewed Justin Johnson to be entirely liable of youthful Dolph's homicide. He'll use whatever remains of his life in jail. As indicated by Fox 13 Memphis, 9 white ladies, 2 individuals of color and 1 white man gave over the decision on Thursday following a 4-day preliminary. Johnson was sentenced for first-degree murder, at fault for trick to carry out first-degree murder and at real fault for being a sentenced criminal possessing a handgun. Youthful Dolph, conceived Adolph Thornton Jr., was killed on November 17, 2021, in his old neighborhood of Memphis as he was getting prepared products for his mom at Medica's natively constructed spread treats. Soon after Dolph's homicide, specialists captured a few suspects regarding the shooting, including Johnson and Cornelius Smith. The 2 men were accused of first-degree murder, among different charges. Agents made sense of the suspects had purportedly plotted to trap Dolph. Regardless of the captures, the intentions behind the homicide stay dim, however some have hypothesized that continuous meets inside the Memphis rap scene might have played a role. During Johnson's preliminary, Smith conceded that Yo Gotti's Mark, aggregate music gathering, paid for his lawyer's expenses. Smith additionally admitted to the shooting, distinguishing himself and Johnson as the shooters. He guaranteed they shot youthful Dolph to gather a $100,000 hit put out by Yo Gotti's late sibling Huge Juke. Smith said he and Johnson were set to get $40,000 each and their co-litigant $10,000. After the shooting, Huge Juke purportedly told the shooters it was excessively hot to give them the $100,000, and Smith claims he just got $800 for the deed. Smith likewise affirmed that his attorney was paid by Yo Gotti's CMG Mark. At the point when the investigator contended that the Mark set up $50,000 for his lawyer, Smith said he didn't have a clue about the specific sum yet affirmed the cash came from a CMG partner. At the point when the examiner inquired as to whether his still, small voice was annoying him subsequent to taking the cash for killing Dolph, he answered, "All things considered, I had proactively made it happen, so should. I got a soul still, after I woke up." One executioner sentenced yet what befalls his co-litigants. Justin Johnson was condemned to life in jail for his part in youthful Dolph's 2021 homicide. Johnson's supposed assistants anticipate their destiny. Trials were booked for 2 of youthful Dolph's supposed executioners after shooter Justin Johnson was indicted for homicide on Thursday. Affirmed engineer Hernandez Govan's hearing was booked for October 9. Cornelius Smith, who admitted to his part in the homicide during Johnson's preliminary, is planned to get back to court on November 15. Johnson was seen as at fault for first-degree murder, connivance to carry out first-degree murder and being criminal possessing a gun. Judge Jennifer Mitchell condemned him to life in jail. Johnson's lawyer intends to document and allure. The decision brings help and re-establishes my trust in the equity framework, youthful Dolph's life partner Mia J. said. For the benefit of my kids, family and myself, I might want to thank policing, arraignment and everybody required for their persistent work in introducing the realities that prompted this conviction. This is only the start of our excursion toward accomplishing full equity. Smith affirmed against individual shooter Johnson on Monday. No supplication bargain was reported, yet investigators said Smith was going to jail for youthful Dolph's homicide. Govan was supposed to affirm in Johnson's preliminary yet never did. Govan might in any case confront preliminary. Shelby Region Agent Head Prosecutor Paul Hagerman demanded Govan would be rebuffed for his association in youthful Dolph's demise. Johnson's preliminary uncovered the plot to kill youthful Dolph was organized by Yo Gotti's late sibling Anthony "Huge Juke" Mims. Govan selected Johnson and Smith to shoot youthful Dolph after Large Juke put a $100,000 hit on the rapper. We realized they had a hit on Dolph's head or whatever, Smith affirmed. Large Juke had a hit on Dolph's head or whatnot. Govan had informed me. Johnson and Smith lethally shot youthful Dolph at a Memphis pastry shop in November 2021. Enormous Juke was shot and killed in January 2024. No captures have been made in the Large Juke case. Boozy Badass's gay little girl arrives at limit with his homophobia. Boozy Badass's little girl Toxin Ivy uncovered her issues with him in a deplorable Instagram post on Friday. Poison Ivy shed tears as she battled to manage her dad's emphasis on examining her sexuality in interviews. He continuously talking on my sexuality, she said. That's what the entire world know. Also, it been around 2 years now that I'll hush up. I stay silent on the ####. I wouldn't agree that nothing. I just seen he as of late did a meeting with a young Miami, and he utilized the word polluting. And placing my kin in it with that. I love and regard my kin with everything in me. Also, they regard me and love me with everything in them. While driving them insane, I'm who they call a large portion of my kin teens. Young people would rather not grow up. She proceeded, you continue to talk on me, being gay. You continue to do meetings and I don't not say anything, correct? The very first meeting you did, you said you figured out I was gay, that I like young ladies and I had a sweetheart from an image that became a web sensation. That was obviously false. I let that slide. I never tended to it. You figured out I was gay a year prior. The occurrence occurred